everyone, and welcome to Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. In the news, fortunately, there were no serious injuries Saturday at around 5 p.m. when a Hopkins County ambulance carrying a patient to Christus Mother Frances Hospital, Sulphur Springs, was in collision with another vehicle on Hillcrest Drive at Main Street. Hopkins County EMS Director Brent Smith said the ambulance EMS crew immediately attended to the patient. The patient was later flown to Tyler for treatment, but not because of the accident. The ambulance crew was treated at the hospital and was released a short time later. The driver of the other vehicle was treated by another EMS crew at the scene of the accident and did not require transport to the hospital. With Thanksgiving and Black Friday behind us, many local residents are now pulling out Christmas decorations for both indoors and out. Hopkins County Fire Chief Andy Inslee is encouraging residents to keep in mind some safety tips. He says to be careful with wiring and lighting of holiday decorations. He urges being watchful for frayed cords, which might need to be replaced to prevent a fire hazard. Chief Inslee says to keep from placing decorations too near a heat source. Decorations should be flame resistant. He said some lights are designed only for indoor use, while others are deemed okay for use outdoors. He says not to overload circuits. Chief Inslee says the National Fire Prevention Association recommends turning lights off when you are away from home or at night when you're asleep. Those with live trees should be watering them daily to prevent them from drying out. He also says to be careful with candles. About a third of seasonal fires are said to be caused by candles. He said heaters should be plugged in directly into plugs without use of extension cords. In sports, the Wildcats basketball team, ranked number 7 in Class 5A, lost their first game of the season on Saturday in a Duncanville Hoop Fest showcase. The Wildcats came up short 60-50 to Port Allen, Louisiana. Wildcats' season record is now 3-1. Monday morning, Wildcats coach Clark Cipolletta talked about the game and Port Allen's Pelicans.
So we started off really slow, got down 23-10 after the first quarter. They hit some big shots, but to me, we didn't come out with that focus and energy level that we needed to come out with, and we let them really take control from an early standpoint. We ended up winning the next 3 quarters, but once you get down 23-10, it's tough to fight from that position, and we're not really a team built to come back. We're a team that can control leads, so we just got to get better at that moving forward.
Anybody impress you from your team that kind of stuck out?
Not really. We just didn't play really well as a group. I mean, there was a few standouts. I thought LJ played really under control. Day, he scored pretty well inside, but just as a group, just the way we played offense, the way we played defense wasn't subpar to what we need to do in order to be successful. So just as a group, we got to continue to really get better.
You think just Thanksgiving time, or?
I don't know. I just thought we just kind of came out too lax, and against solid teams is those guys where you just can't do that. And I just thought they got the best of us and punched us in the mouth early, and we didn't respond until really late. You just can't do that in this game at this level. You'll get beat doing it, and so I hope our group really learned a lesson that you really got to come out and just right from the tip-off, you got to want it more than the other team, and if not, they're going to embarrass you a little bit. And hats off to Port Allen because they punched us in the mouth and embarrassed us early.
Only a media guy would think that maybe a loss would be a good thing sometimes. So do you think the team maybe needed a little bit of a wake-up call?
Just from a standpoint of, we're not invincible. Like, we're not just going to come out there like we got a target on our back. We're a program who's starting to get some recognition. So, we're going to get everybody's best game. No one's going to overlook us. So when you don't come out, with that level of intensity, it just makes it tough. So hopefully that is a wake-up call that, we really got to come out to play each and every game.
Now Paris comes in. They're undefeated. It's always a big game between the two communities, and so it should be another test. They're ranked and all that good stuff.
Yeah, they're really good. Coach Steed's one of the best coaches in this area, just really good, and has built a winning program there that's stood for a long time. And like you said, it's always been a close game. Even when we've been bad and they've been good, it's been a close game. When we've been good, they've been bad, and I think we're both pretty good now. So they're as athletic as they come, probably one of the most athletic Paris teams I've seen in a long time. So we're really going to have our hands full. They play hard. And once again, we're going to have a target on our back, and they're going to come give us their best. And if we don't respond, we can get down quick. So we got to really come out focused and try to dictate the tempo and play our style of basketball. If we do so, I think we can have some success.
Now, last time you were home, the team really responded, and I don't know why they wouldn't do that again. And the crowd will be here.
Yeah, I hope you're right. We love playing at our place. I think we've been undefeated for 2 years in Sulphur Springs. Haven't lost a game here because it's just such a good home court advantage because our crowd's so pumped up. You got you in the bleachers, calling play-by-plays, and it's just really a cool feeling. So hopefully, we can keep that up. We got some really good teams coming. You got Paris coming, you got Jesuit coming, and Guyer's ranked in 6A. So we'll be tested for sure.
Yeah, if you keep that undefeated streak going, you're going to make some news this year.
Yeah, that would be really cool if we could do that. But I think we're capable of definitely doing it. Whether or not we do, time will tell. But, we're just going to be put to the test, and hopefully we can respond. And if, once again, I told the kids, I don't ever mind getting beat. Getting beat doesn't bother me if we play the right way. If we play the right way, play up to our full potential, and they're just better, I'm cool with losing. But when we don't do stuff right, and I know we could play better with more effort, more energy, then those are the games that really wear on me. And, from moving here on forward, I hope we don't have any of those.
And it didn't break your heart any that you slid from 4 to 7 in the rankings. You're more concerned about that ranking at the end of the season.
Yes, the end of the season ranking's the one that matters, and ranking's just for kids and for, it's cool for our program. I've said that before, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You got to come out and you got to win games, and you're going to have a target on your back, and just trying to win our last game. If we can win our last game, we'll be okay.
Very good. Monday marks the first official day of soccer practice. Wildcat soccer coach Alexi Upton is looking forward to it.
First day of practice today. They'll have the next 3 days to try out. Our varsity guys kind of get a little rest period. They're just going to condition and get a little work in. But the JV guys get their opportunity to come get on the team. We always have a ton of people trying out, and it's always a big process. So exciting times for us.
Yeah, it's always important for the kids to put their best foot forward and try to make that varsity big time for them.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of JV guys are trying out today, and so taking that first step's important. Getting into the program and having a good first step is absolutely crucial. So
very, very exciting, I guess, to get things rolling officially.
Yeah, officially. We've been doing a lot in the off season and on our own, and yeah, it's really great to say, hey, it's here finally. So we're really excited for that.
Yeah, will there be, since you have been working, will there be a great emphasis on conditioning and that sort of thing early?
We've done a great job of it throughout the off season, so that's not anything that we really have to worry about too much. I think now is about getting better, because we play tons of ranked opponents, tons of hard competition, and we've got to get better to get to the level we need to be at. So.
Seems like as I think about some of the early practices, it's stuff like set pieces and corner kicks and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Get into that pretty
quick. A lot of that, and then a lot of going over tactics and making sure we're all on the same page and what to expect in situations. We do a lot of situational work and everything that we do, so that way we know what to expect.
You optimistic about this group?
Yeah, I'm very optimistic about this group, and I think this is maybe our now or never with Mount Pleasant. I think this is one time where I think we can finally have a chance to compete with them and really play with them. Athletically we match up, skill-wise we match up. So I think it's going to be a really great chance for us to have a good chance at them in a good season. So.
Coach, best of luck.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
It's also the first official day for practice for the Lady Cats soccer team Monday. It's also a big day for new Lady Cats soccer coach Javier Aguayo.
Very excited. I think hopefully you have a great outcome out there today. A lot of freshmen hopefully to show up and we'll start rolling. Yeah.
Is kind of tryouts kind of your first thing for you?
So I did that last year with the boys, me and Upton. So but it'll be my first time running it. So we're really excited. We'll get touches and just some small drills for them to kind of see where they're at, and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
Is there a lot of conditioning you're going to be working on early?
Yeah, so we'll be doing a lot of conditioning, especially for a freshman team, and then we'll have varsity team come in at 5, and then we'll start conditioning with them again, and then we'll do some rondos and touching the ball as well. Yeah.
Have you pretty well got it figured out who's going to be your varsity and your JV and all that?
We actually did. We did varsity. Me and Christoph, my assistant, we did a varsity roster about a month ago, and we were kind of going over it and see who we think is potential varsity. And then last week we actually had the varsity roster up, so most of all the girls know where they're going to be at varsity and JV wise. Yeah.
You got a pretty good core group coming back. Are they young players, or what about this team?
We have about 9 seniors, and then about from those 9 returning varsity is about six of them. So McKenna, Ashley, Jasmine, Lois, Rocha. So I mean, we have a couple coming back. So I think we have a great group of seniors. Yeah.
You'll have some youth mixed in there, younger players.
We actually will probably have about 2 freshmen in varsity, and they're actually potential starters. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah, and then some sophomores and juniors as well. Yeah.
You'll begin to work toward your first scrimmage game. They've made it earlier now where you can have scrimmage, so you probably have a few more than usual.
Yeah, so we'll start. Actually, we went to the Tasco out in Galveston last week, and actually I got a scrimmage against Kilgore. So they're actually really good. They always make it to the finals or semifinals. I know they're 4A, but I mean, it's a great opponent to go up against. We'll actually play them December 12th. So yeah, we're starting a little earlier. We'll do December 12th against Kilgore here, and then the next week we'll play against Paris at Paris. So yeah, we're pretty excited. We get a lot more games in a little earlier. So
you're going to try to do the alumni scrimmage?
Yes, we're trying to do alumni. We'll see how many girls show up, how many girls are trying to get back to me, see if they're going to make it or not. Depending on how many show up, we'll probably do varsity only or a mixture of JV and varsity. Yeah, but we'll go from there.
That's always popular. Some of those girls like to come back.
They want to come back and play against these younger girls and see, where they're at, and they have fun. It's all about having fun, coming out there and enjoy themselves. Yeah.
I know you're excited about this opportunity for you.
Yes, I'm super excited, and hopefully, I think we'll have a good season. Like I said, we have a mixture of experienced players and with some young players, so hopefully we get out there and compete.
That's Channel 18 TV News. I'm Don Julian. Thank you for joining me, and so long, everybody.